What's up, everybody? It's Dre Trades, and today we are going to talk about two stocks. But first, I want to thank you for coming, and anyone new watching my video, hey man, I really appreciate you, and I will really appreciate it if you like this video, and I guarantee I'm gonna make you like this video. So let's talk about the market real quick. Let's talk about two stocks. I want to talk about two stocks today. Should I let you know what they are? All right. And I want you to stick around. Just stick around, okay? So Google and Tesla, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to talk about those two, and one is bullish and one is bearish, and let's see if you know. Put it in the comments which one you think I'm going to say is bullish and which one you think I'm going to say is bearish. But first of all, let's talk about the markets. The Dow is up 200 points, man. We opened down pretty hard this morning. I was like, oh man, here we go. And then the reversal came on, all because Pelosi's like, hey man, we're going to be looking close to getting this deal done. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the deal. She says there's a deal coming, it's up. If there's no deal, it's down. It's just straight up about the deal. It's nothing even to do about the election, even though I think the election is what's going to have serious volatility to the market. And I think that's why the VIX is actually high. It's a little down today, but I don't know, man. But I know the market is really focused on this stimulus deal, and they can care less who the president is. So the Dow, because look, the polls are saying Biden's going to win, right? And we know he's going to bring higher taxes and all that stuff he's going to bring. And the market, look, it's up 200 points because that's what it cares about, not Biden. It cares about the stimulus. All right, so the Dow is up 200 points, S&P up 22. It's not about the NASDAQ today, even though it's kind of pulling up into the close. But here's the champ. It's the Russell's up 24 points, man. And the VIX is down. You know how I'm concerned about the VIX? I'm like, oh man, the VIX is rising, it's rising, it's rising. Well, today is down. It's actually down today. Right, so let's look at the heat map, and you can see the big boxes represent those huge market cap companies, and it's either all about the big boxes or it's all about the small boxes. Well, the small boxes are running, but the big boxes are not. But there's one standout, and you're looking at it. It's Google. It's at 1.54%. Did I say that right? 1.54%. It's got Department of Justice action all over it, and it's running. I really like the price action in Google. I wanted to put a trade on a couple weeks ago, and the market just kind of scared me out of it, but I'm in, man. I got the trade on, and I'm holding it to earnings. FYI, I lost a lot of money holding Google into earnings. It's something I don't do, but I'm really feeling confident about this one. And don't let me down, Google. Don't let me down. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Amazon. Amazon's just not been Amazonish lately, and Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, so Facebook is hanging in. It's only down 0.08%. So today's Thursday. It's October 22nd, 3:40 when I'm doing this video. That means it was unemployment, right? So the unemployment claims are down. It's not all for good reason. So basically, just real quick, the number of workers collecting state unemployment insurance fell by more than 1 million to 8 million during the week of October 10th, right? So there's only one more report left, all right? So next Thursday is the last unemployment report, and I'm telling you, it's going to be good because it's the last one before the election. It's going to be good. And basically, that's it. Okay, so we know 1 million people less than expected. And it says here that doesn't mean 1 million people went back to work, because they have, by one estimate, about half the decline is due to other factors. They include shifting onto other programs for longer term unemployment and dropping out of the labor force. You see, and that's how they kind of manipulate the numbers to make it kind of whatever they want it to do. Right? Whatever number they want to make, they can make it. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're getting the unemployment numbers. And these numbers are more important than ever, the weekly unemployment. So like I said, Pelosi, it's all about the stimulus. I should have brought this up a little earlier. And she cautions Congress that they may be far from passing a stimulus bill, despite progress on the stimulus bill. Look at that. I mean, what is it? What does that mean? It means that they're going to basically say, all right, we'll get the deal, but then it says here, she's cautious that it could take a while for Congress to actually write and vote on the relief legislation. So they basically can agree by handshake, but to get it all down on paper, that's going to take a while. And guess what? The election's going to be passed, and then they're going to, so I don't know. I think that's crazy, but this is what the market's going up and down on, up and down on, up and down. Okay, so let's get to it. I want to talk about Tesla first, right? Tesla reported earnings yesterday, and it was a blowout. It was great, right? Tesla reported 331 million in profit for quarter three, beating the analyst consensus on both top and bottom lines. But where the bears come in, what the really concern is with Tesla, and I'll just jump to this paragraph right here, is that the profit was only possible thanks to 397 million in regulatory credit sales. Without credit sales, it would have reported a 66 million net loss. Now, this is how they've been kind of inflating the numbers, making it look like, hey, look what we're doing. We're making a profit, right? But the credit sales, it's going to expire. They actually pulling them forward, and it's going to expire next year. There's going to be like no more credit sales, and then now they're going to be showing these losses, right? So this is the bear case, but let's see what the stock is doing. All right, so here we go with Tesla, and what I'm kind of not really feeling Tesla. Yes, it's going up. Yes, everything looks good. And I was bullish last week, man. I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. It's hitting right here. Remember when the stock was kind of right here and I just thought it was going to blow through. But ever since then, it's just been down every single day. And I'm like, what? What? So if we draw a line, kind of hit those points right there, and we're slightly above the trend line, right? I'm not feeling good about this one. Yes, can it hold? I mean, something is going to happen inside this triangle. See, as we kind of getting in, it's going to basically explode either to the up or the down. Now, since the chart is already going up, it should explode to the upside, what I thought was going to happen last week, but I'm not really liking the price action. I don't know. Is it just me? Is it just me? So I'm kind of bearish on Tesla. And if I kind of clear all of this out, right, just clear it out, and let's draw another trend line. Let's draw a trend line that's kind of doing something like this, right? Let's kind of draw it like that. And you can see I got some touches, right? I'm reaching here. So we got one here, right? We got a touch here, right? We got a touch here, slightly overshoot. And I'll call this a nice little touch right there. And you can see how we broke, right? So we broke here, kind of recovered. We broke here, and it doesn't look like it really wants to recover. So it's making me feel that it wants to actually drop. Stochastic is moving down, even though it's trying to turn. So earnings came out, not a real poof off the earnings, right? Just up basically 1.25%. So kind of sinking, selling off all day on the earnings. So it's just making me feel a little not so great about the stock. Now, I know this stock just does what it wants to do, so it's really hard to predict Tesla. But, looking at the overall week, the weekly, I mean, everything looks good. Everything looks good. I can't deny it. Let me see. Oh, man. So draw a trend line like that, right? This is very steep. It's a steep angle, and I'm not sure it can maintain it. So I'm just feeling a little bearish, man. I want to see, I thought earnings will kind of get it out of this consolidation area, but it didn't. So that's making me feel a little, okay? And that's just me. So you tell me what you feel in the comments. Are you playing Tesla? You think it's going to run? And look how the volume's coming out. Actually, that's kind of bullish. Right? The volume is kind of drying up as it's going sideways, and then generally you actually blow up and out because it's already been heading that way, right? So that's the continuation, it's like a continuation pattern, So I'm kind of drawing it out a little bit, right? And then it can go to the upside. So yeah, the pattern, if I look at the big picture, the pattern is showing me up, but when I kind of zoom in on it, I just don't like the price action. So I'm kind of bearish on that one. I'm kind of bearish. I need some more data. Let's pull up Google. Now, you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at the price action we have here. Look how this looks so much different. Let me pull up the daily. Look at the daily. right? Look at that. Look how we have the cup and handle. Look how we have the little consolidation right here, and it's breaking out. Look at the stochastic. Look at the volume coming in. Look at how the slow moving average is over the high moving average, and we have earnings coming up. And you've seen the relative strength when I showed you the heat map, how Google was really the only mega cap runner running. It's a beautiful breakout. I actually think earnings comes in, and I think we challenge that high right there, right? And we kind of double top it, right? So 1726, that's a 200-point rally within the next couple of weeks or months, you know, or whatever. So that's what I'm predicting. So I'm liking Google. Even if you just kind of look out the breakout from right here, you want to include all that, right? And we finally going back up to challenge that high. So that's basically the two stocks that I like. Well, the two stocks that I talked about, the one stock I like and the one stock that I'm kind of not feeling. So if we go back to Tesla, you can see you see how it's a little different. The volume's like, we're kind of selling off at the end of the day. Now we down 1.16. And you see the stochastic, you can see the candles. It's just a totally two different charts that's both heading up, but one's looking way bullish and is showing great price action when you look at the heat map. Look at Google up 1.64, and Tesla's not on here. This is S&P 500 companies. All right, so that's it. So tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the video, and like it, man. If you like the video, like it. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Let me know your feelings about Tesla. Let me know if you're gonna play, well, we already had Tesla's earnings, so let me know if you're gonna play Google into the earnings. Look at this, Google just ticking up. Should we watch Google going into the close? It's 3:51. Let's pull up the minute. Okay, I thought it would be kind of hitting highs. So do you like Tesla, you know, after the earnings? Are you still kind of all aboard Google? Are you gonna play it going into the earnings? How do you feel about the market? Put all of that stuff in the comments. I want to thank Lawrence for you. You're always in my videos participating. I appreciate your comments that you're throwing down there. And anyone else, man, just throw it in the comments so we can talk about it. Thanks for watching. This is Dre Trades. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube at Dre Trades, and you know, Twitter and YouTube. Of course, I'm on YouTube. You're watching me right here on YouTube. But I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram. All right, that's at Dre Trades. I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks again. Dre, I'm out. Peace.